Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, how are we doing? It's your boy Adam here, live on Couch Sports Football, and we have Premier League deadline day finale. Whatever you want to call it, let me know in the chat. We have Everton against Bournemouth. We have West Ham against Leicester. We have Leeds against Tottenham. Ladies and gentlemen, one of these teams will stay in the Premier League. The other two will get relegated. The question is, who has it in them to stay in the league? Let me know in the chat. How are we all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to you all. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let's give you the Leicester team news. Daniel Everson is in goal. We have Timothy Castagna, Johnny Evans, Vav Fass, and Thomas, Yuri Tillmans, Bubakari, Somari, James Maddison, Dewsbury Hall, Harvey Barnes, and that man Jamie Vardy up top. Sorry, Kilachi Ilianacho is up top. Austin with an E. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How are we doing? How are we doing? Are we ready for deadline day, ladies and gentlemen? The West Ham team news. Lucas Fabianski is in goal. Actually, we've got the Everton team news here that we can go through. Jordan Pickford is in goal for that one. Huge games. Yerry Mina, Connor Cody, and James Tarkowski is the back three. He's gone for a back three today. Abdullah Dakore in the team playing the attacking a role with Damari Gray up top. So it's a 3-5-2 for Everton. Question is, who comes out on top, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the chat. Welcome to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me know how you all doing. Welcome. What do you guys think? Who progresses through to the next round? A huge game. A huge day, should I say. Leeds have gone for a back three as well. So two of the three teams have gone for a back three. Packing that middle of the pitch with 5, possibly 6 players. Huge game, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely huge today. Let's just move that there. Players coming out. Leicester against West Ham. Everton against Bournemouth. Leeds against Tottenham. It is the finale, ladies and gentlemen, of the Premier League. Who goes through? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. The players take the knee. No racism. We'll see for how long. Leicester to kick off here on this left-hand side, shooting from left to right. The run-in, ladies and gentlemen, is what the Premier League are calling it. The run-in here on Couch Sports Football. Let's put that up there. Let's put this. Put that there. Now we can see Yerry Mina playing his final game for Everton. He'll be leaving on a free this at the end of the season. Leicester shooting from left to right. West Ham from right to left. How are we all doing? Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Ball put out to that left-hand side towards Ilianacho. Lays it into the path of Harvey Barnes, but it's cleared away. West Ham managed to clear it. Everton shooting from left to right. Bournemouth from right to left. I don't know. Wasim Kalspos, the best of the best. How's it going? I'm doing well. Wasim. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day, my brother. Everton from left to right here. Leicester from left to right. Tottenham against Leeds. Everton, Idrissa Gana again with a challenge, forces it out for a Bournemouth throwing. Leeds are shooting from left to right as well. Dewsbury Hall tries to get there ahead of Fornals, but it falls to Anthony on the centre circle. Paqueta gets away out to the left side towards Benrahma. This is against Leicester. West Ham bringing the ball forward out to the left side, gets himself to the box, but Thomas is there. Good defending, and he hits it out for a corner. Leeds shooting from left to right here, and Leeds have the ball, but they give the ball away to Son, who gets away from the defender. Down the left side, he's bringing the ball forward. This is the first opportunity for Tottenham in the game. He cuts in on his right foot, but he goes backwards. And Davis plays it into Son. Son holds onto the ball backwards to Emerson Royale. Can he be the thought? West Ham with the ball into the box, headed away, and James Maddison will just clear it down the line. Everton and Bournemouth, nothing going on in that game. It goes all the way back to the keeper, Bournemouth, and it's cleared away. Ladies and gentlemen, who is going through? I have Leeds and Tottenham here. I have Leicester, West Ham here. I have Everton, Bournemouth here. One of these teams stays in the Premier League for next season. Who is going down into the Championship, ladies and gentlemen? And let's look over to the West Ham Leicester game. Paqueta tried to bring the ball forward, but it's intercepted there by James Maddison. Can he bring the ball down the line? Yes, he does. He's got 1-on-1 against Cresswell. He can't get away from Declan Rice. The referee pulls it back for a Leicester free kick here. Let's go over to the Everton game as Abdoulaye Doucouré wins the ball on the halfway line and he threads it in behind towards Damari Gray. 1-on-1 against the defender, goes down the outside across the 6-yard box. Is cleared away by Bournemouth. Flicked on. And let's go over to the Tottenham game, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds 0, Tottenham 0 here on Couch Sports Football. So let's go over to the Leeds and Tottenham game as Tottenham have the ball on the centre circle with Son, goes backwards to Højbjerg, goes out to that right side to Emerson Royale, feeds the ball over the top. Who's onside there? Lays it into Son on the edge of the box here, into Harry Kane. Harry Kane, first time shot, and Tottenham have got a goal up here against Leeds, ladies and gentlemen. Tottenham have got a goal up against Leeds. They check it to see if there's offside, but I don't think he is offside. But Tottenham have gotten a goal, and it's Harry Kane. Is this going to be the last time we see Harry Kane in a Tottenham shirt? We'll have to wait and see. But as it stands, Tottenham are a goal up here against Leeds, and Leeds are struggling. 3 minutes into the game, here we go to the Everton one, and Abdoulaye Doucouré clears it. But ladies and gentlemen, the goal has been given, and Tottenham are a goal up here, and Leeds have so much work to do. Sam Allardyce absolutely fuming. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds 0, Tottenham 1. And let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game. As it stands, Everton stay top. Leicester join Leeds in the fight for relegation. He will be on the ball on that left-hand side. Switches the ball up top towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. He wins the header, but it's Bournemouth who win it back. Idrissa Gana tries to keep it alive into the path of Yerry Mina playing his final game for Everton this season. Switches the ball out to that left-hand side beautifully towards Dwight McNeil. Whips the ball into the box, but it's straight into the hands of the keeper. Let's break away to the Leicester West Ham gamers. Thomas throws the pass into James Maddison. In between the lines towards Ilia Nacho, but it's intercepted by a guide, and it goes out for a throwing for West Ham on this right side. How are we all doing in the chat? Welcome to the street. How are we all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Where are we from? Harry Kane's gone down here against Leeds. But let's break away to the Bournemouth game against Everton. Ball whipped into the box as it stands. Everton are staying up, but Bournemouth trying to keep it alive. It's a shot from outside the box, but it goes over, and it's a goal kick on the left-hand side for Everton. How are we doing in the chat? Leeds 0, Tottenham 1. Everton 0, Bournemouth 0. Leicester 0, West Ham 0. As it stands, Everton stay up. Let's go over to the Leeds and Tottenham game. Ball cleared away for a Leeds corner, should I say, down the right side. Just waiting to see this Leeds corner down the right side. Ball taken in near post, headed away by Tottenham. Can Son get on the end of it? No, he can't. Cooper does. And he makes his way all the way back to the halfway line. Everton 0, West Ham 0. Here we go with, Everton, Leicester 0, West Ham 0. West Ham have the ball. Let's break away to the Leeds Tottenham game as Leeds have it. Down the left-hand side across the penalty box. Claims for a penalty, nothing given. They keep it alive, Leeds. Feeds the ball up top. Headed away by Tottenham. Leeds will try and keep it alive here. Is headed up top by Davis. Headed away by Leeds. They keep it alive with Rodrigo here in the middle of the Tottenham half. Out to the right side. Bringing the ball forward here. Harrison whips the ball into the box. Belford is wide. Wide. Let's go over to the Everton Bournemouth game, ladies and gentlemen. Aston Villa are a goal up against Brighton 1-0 with the goal by Douglas Luiz. Question is, who comes out on top today? Here we go with Fast on the ball. Let's move on to the Leeds Tottenham game. Leeds have the ball on the right side, trying to create with Rodrigo. Backwards to Ayling. And it goes all the way back to the halfway line. Damari Gray does well for Everton against Bournemouth. Into Idrissa Gana switches it out to the left-hand side towards Dwight McNeil. Bringing the ball forward here. Tries to thread it in on the edge of the box, but it's intercepted by Bournemouth. Is there a counter on here for Bournemouth? There's 3-on-3. Brooks. Out to that right side. Ball whipped into the box. Back post. Headed away. And Pickford keeps it alive here. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We have 3 games here. 1, 2, and 3. I need about 7 eyes here. Leicester with Tillemans out to the left side towards Dewsbury Hall. Tries to get around the defender, but he can't. And it goes out. No, it doesn't. The referee carries on with West Ham. Long ball over the top. Antonio on the centre circle. He's got Ben Rama on his left side. Paqueta bringing the ball forward into the path of Ben Rama. 1-on-1 against Thomas. Goes round the outside. Lays it into the path of Declan Rice. Declan Rice out to the right side. Towards Fornals. Tries to put the ball into the box, but it's cleared away. How are we doing in the chat? 10 minutes played. Leicester 0, West Ham 0, Everton 0, Bournemouth 0, Leeds 0, Tottenham 1. Declan Rice. Backwards to Aged. Aged into the middle, finds. Goes out to that right side towards Sufal. Paqueta on the halfway line, loses the ball, it goes out for a throwing. Let's break away to the Everton Bournemouth game. Bournemouth with the ball, whips into the box, headed away by Yerry Mina. Bournemouth keeping it alive on the edge of the box here. Claims for a handball, nothing given. Everton will break away with Abdoulaye Doucouré. Can Damari Gray get the ball? Yes, he can, but he can't keep possession of Bournemouth. Win it back here. Out to the right side. Gets away, drives to the ball. Newcastle 1, Chelsea 0. It just gets from bad to worse for Chelsea. Liverpool 1, Southampton 0. 10 minutes in. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go with Declan Rice on the centre circle, bringing the ball forward in this Leicester West Ham game. Out to the left side towards Ben Rama. Ben Rama gets away from Madison, brings it central into Rice. Is this Rice's final game for West Ham United? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. As Pablo Fornals gives the ball away, but he retrieves it on that right side, bringing the ball forward against Drewsbury Hall, but it goes out for a West Ham throw. Everton 0, Bournemouth 0. Everton with a ball up top towards Yerry Mina. Flicked, headed into the box by Tarkovsky. Ball kept alive. It forced it. Will be in the middle of the Bournemouth half. Out to the left side towards Dwight McNeil. Left foot into the box. Can he find the Everton player? No, he can't. He's headed away. Can Everton keep it alive? They can't. It goes all the way back. And it falls to Iwobi on the centre circle. Out to the left side towards Dwight McNeil. Left foot into the box is cleared away by Bournemouth. Can they keep it alive, Bournemouth? Yes, they do. But Abdoulaye Doucouré all over him, and it's a free kick for Bournemouth. How are we all doing in the chat? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Leicester fans? Are we Tottenham fans? Or are we just fans of football? Let me know. Madison goes out to that left-hand side. Drewsbury Hall into Barnes. Finds himself into the box, but he can't take out his feet. Ilianacho with a shot. And it goes out for a goal kick on the right side. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Leeds are a goal down, but they've won themselves a corner on that left-hand side of the pitch, but they can't get it past the first man. They'll try and keep it alive, but it's headed away again. Leeds switch the ball out to that left-hand side, but it goes out for a Tottenham throwing Leicester with a ball over the top. Ilianacho brings the ball under control, but it's again defending well, and he's cleared away into the path of Paqueta on the centre circle. He's got Fornals to his right, Antonio through the middle, and Ben Rama. He holds onto the ball. He comes out to Antonio down his left hand side. 1-on-1 against Val Fast. Right foot. Shot is saved by by Everson, and is cleared away. How are we all doing in the chat? Leicester 0, West Ham 0, Leeds 0, Tottenham 1, Everton 0, Bournemouth 0. As it stands, Everton stay in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Later scored 2-0, Arsenal to Wolves, Aston Villa 1-0, Brentford, Man City 0-0, Chelsea, Newcastle winning 1-0, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest 0-0, Everton, Bournemouth 0-0, Leeds United 0, Tottenham 1, courtesy of that man Harry Kane, Manchester United and Fulham 0-0, Southampton 0, Liverpool 2. Floodgates have opened over at the St. Mary's. Let's go to the Everton Bournemouth game as Idrissa Gana Gay has it in the middle. Anana. Tarkovsky goes out wide to Iwobi. Dwight McNeil. Into the middle. Switched over the top. towards Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina holds onto the ball here, goes round the outside, bringing the ball forward here. Can he do something for Everton in his final game? Damari Gray finds himself in the box, shimmies onto his right foot across the 6-yard box, but no one's there for Everton, and it goes out for a corner. But Goodison Park comes alive, ladies and gentlemen, as they have a corner down the right side. Let's head over to the Leicester game as West Ham win it back, but they win a free kick. Leicester in their own half. Dwight McNeil steps over for Everton to take the corner down the right side. Goals conceded from set pieces, 21 by Bournemouth, the most in the Premier League this season. Can Everton exploit that? Ball whipped in, headed away. It's going to come to the edge of the box. Shot is just over the bar. The shot is just over the bar, ladies and gentlemen, by Damari Gray. Sumari on the ball for Leicester. Tillemans with a shot over the bar. And it goes out for a West Ham goal kick. Everton 0, Bournemouth 0, Leeds 0, Tottenham 1, West Ham 0, Leicester 0. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Here we go. Let's go over to the Leicester West Ham game as Dewsbury Hall has the ball, drives with it on the right side into Harvey Barnes. James Maddison, 1-on-1 against the defender on the edge of the box down the right side. He's got Samari alongside him and he finds him. Samari backwards to Maddison. Maddison right foot into the box, but he's headed away by West Ham. Can Dewsbury Hall get there? No, he can't. It's cleared away by West Ham. And Antonio will try and get their header fast and he brings him down. And Antonio has the ball on the halfway line, but the referee pulls it back for a West Ham free kick. Sorry, for a Leicester free kick, should I say. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Leeds have the ball on the left-hand side. Ball put across the edge of the box, but it's cleared away by Højbjerg. And Harry Kane will pick the ball up, tries to go out wide towards Son, but it's intercepted. And Leeds will come away with it here on the halfway line. Clays for a free kick. And free kick has been given for Leeds United down the right side. Leeds at home, Leicester at home, Everton at home. All three teams at home this season. Which stadium will be the one to be the 12th man? Let's go over to Everton Bournemouth, and it goes to Iwobi down that left-hand side. Whipped into the box, but he's headed away. And Bournemouth, but it'll fall to Dwight McNeil down that left-hand side. We'll keep an eye on the Leeds and Tottenham game here, but Everton have the ball down that left-hand side with Iwobi. 1-1 against the defender. Into the back towards Dwight McNeil. Ball points to the box, but it's over. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Leeds 0, Tottenham 1, 17th minute in. Leeds give the signal, right foot into the box, but it's headed away. Can Leeds keep it alive on that left-hand side? No, he can't, but Tottenham will, and they'll come away with it. But Leeds win the ball back down that left-hand side. Ball point to the box is headed away by Tottenham. And he'll go out for a throw-in. Everton have a corner on that left-hand side on the 18th minute. Damari Gray gives the signal. He's had an opportunity in this game. What can he do from the corner? It's a deep one towards Tarkovsky. Headed away. And Brooks is there to clear it away. Leeds with a throwing down that left-hand side. It's a long throw in the 18th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Long throwing into the box. Headed up in there. He's still in and around the box here. Can Leeds get an equaliser? No, they can't, because Tottenham managed to clear it away. Leicester, West Ham. Leicester have the ball with Samari in the middle of the park. He's holding on to it and he loses it. It comes out to Ben Rama down the left-hand side. It's 2-on-4. West Ham have the ball in the box with Ben Rama. Tries to go around the outside. Antonio with a shot. It's over the bar. 20 minutes played, ladies and gentlemen. As it stands, Everton are the team to stay up in the Premier League. Let's head over to the Everton Bournemouth game as Everton have a free kick down that left-hand side of the pitch. Dwight McNeil steps over to take it. Dwight McNeil left foot into the box towards Yerry Mina, but the keeper's there. The referee's actually going to pull it back for another free kick on the outside of the box here. Leicester 0, West Ham 0. Fast, bringing the ball forward here. Threads it into Madison on the halfway line. Madison goes out to that left-hand side towards Evans on the centre circle. Very experienced Johnny Evans. Can he help? He'll want... If we look at the goal difference, if Leicester score, it pushes them up to 30. If Leicester score, it pushes them up to 34, but they go through on goal difference. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Tottenham have the ball driving. Son can't take it in his stride. Leeds win it back here. But they give the ball away. Oh, and the keeper's there to gather it in his hands here. Leeds 0, Tottenham 1, Leicester 0, West Ham 0, Everton 0, Bournemouth 0. Paqueta with a ball up to this left-hand side towards Cresswell in the Leicester West Ham game. Backwards to Ben Rama. Ball out to this left-hand side towards Cresswell. Cresswell holds on to it one-on-one against Thomas, but the offside flag is given. And it goes out for a goal kick. Johnny Evans with a ball up top. Can't keep it in play. Goes out for a throwing. Everton 0, Tottenham 0. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Leeds 0, Tottenham 1. Leeds have a corner down the right side. Left foot into the box towards the back post. Is headed down. Can Leeds keep it alive here? Yes, they do. For sure. Into the middle. Switched out to that left-hand side. The ball brought down here on that left-hand side. One-on-one against the defender, but he can't get away from him. And Tottenham managed to clear it away. Leeds win the ball back here on the halfway line. Ball switched over the top to the shine side, but there's no one there for Leeds. It's cleared away. Let's go over to the Leicester West Ham game as West Ham have the ball with Kufal down the right side. Antonio can't get the flick on. Castagna will gather the ball here. Ben Rama tries to keep the pressure alive, but it's cleared away. Only for Madison to win the ball back. Let's go over to the Everton Bournemouth game as Dwight McNeil has the ball. He can't get away from his man, but he finds Decore. Dwight McNeil left foot into the box towards Anana. Tries to keep it alive, but it goes over and it goes out for a goal kick here for Bournemouth. Leicester 0, West Ham 0. Johnny Evans on the halfway line goes out to that left-hand side towards Thomas. Threads it into Tillemans. Tillemans in between the lines towards Iheanacho on the edge of the box here. Back heel to Dewsbury Hall. Harvey Barnes with a shot and he just gets it on target, but there's not enough power in that shot. How are we all doing in the chat? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Leicester fans? Are we Tottenham fans? Are we Leeds fans? Are we West Ham fans? Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth. Who do you support? There's someone in it for someone. Here we go with West Ham on the ball with Fornals. Puts the ball into the box, but it comes off the defender. Fornals. Backwards to Declan Rice. Declan Rice goes into the middle towards Aged. Out to the left side towards Cresswell. Cresswell holds on to it. Leicester 0, West Ham 0. How are we doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go with Benrahma bringing the ball forward here, takes a shot and it comes off Johnny Evans. It's going to fall to Fornals. Fornals out wide to Kufal and puts it across the 6-yard box, but there's no one there for West Ham. It's cleared away. And it'll go out for a West Ham throw in. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Butsuma has the ball in the middle of the park. Backwards to Sanchez. Everton being pressed back by Bournemouth here. And Pickford's there to just clear away. Benrahma on the halfway line tries to feed him behind to Antonio, but it's intercepted. It falls to Tielemans. Tielemans goes backwards to Dewsbury Hall. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Iwobi has the ball on the left-hand side into Decore. Back to Iwobi. Iwobi bringing the ball forward here into the middle towards Decore. Decore on the left-hand side across the 6-yard box, but there's no one there for Everton. Where are the Everton attackers? This is what happens when you don't have a striker on the pitch. Let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game as Leicester have the ball with Dewsbury. Harvey Barnes down the left-hand side. Right foot back post towards Iheanacho. He brings the ball under control. Into Maddison, back to Iheanacho. Left foot over the bar. Huge chance for Leicester. How many chances are they going to get before they convert? They have to put it into the back of the net. You thought the ball was out of play, but Iheanacho does well, and it's a 1-2 with Maddison. He just couldn't keep his shot down on the ground. Let's go over to Leeds. Tottenham on the right side. Leeds have the ball with the ball into the box, but it's headed away. The ball's still around the area, but it goes out for a goal kick. Everton win the ball back with Iwobi. Goes backwards. Let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game as Maddison does well to find Samari. He's got Castagna down his right side. 1-on-1 against Benrahma. Goes backwards to Samari. Samari into Maddison. Maddison's got space to bring it forward. Declan Rice comes over to cover. Out to that left-hand side towards Harvey Barnes. 1-on-1 against Kufal. He tries to go around the outside. Couple of twinkle toes, but Kufal does well to win it back. And West Ham will just clear it away. 27th minute played. But Leicester win it back. High the pitch only for West Ham to win it back. Neither team really composing themselves here today in the Leicester-West Ham game. Leicester win it back out to that left-hand side. With Harvey Barnes, 1-on-1 against the defender. Into Dewsbury Hall, left foot over the bar. Goes out for a goal kick for West Ham. Let's go over to the Bournemouth-Everton game as Everton win the ball on the halfway line. But it makes its way all the way back to Pickford. Let's go back over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Tottenham have the ball on the right side. And the counter is on here. But they're not in a rush to move the ball forward. Everton and Bournemouth, Leicester and West Ham is the game to watch, ladies and gentlemen. I don't feel like Tottenham have anything in them. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as it goes all the way back to the Bournemouth keeper, waiting for someone to pass to. He clears it down the line. Yerry Mina wins the ball, but Idrissa Gana Gueye can't get there. And Bournemouth come away with it down the left-hand side on the halfway line. With Dango. Bringing the ball forward here. Christie. Ouattara can't bring the ball under control. Can Idrissa Gana Gueye get there? No, he can't. It goes out for a throw. How are we doing? Leicester 0, West Ham 0, Everton 0, Bournemouth 0, Leeds 0, Tottenham 1 as it stands. Everton will be the one staying up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back over to the Leeds and Tottenham game. Samari into the middle left finds Thomas. Thomas holds onto the ball backwards to Tielemans on the centre circle. Fast is there. Into the path of Samari. Samari against Downs. Goes into Tielemans. Is this going to be Tielemans' last game for Tottenham? Sorry, for Leicester as James Maddison has the ball. Dinks it in there. Is headed up top by Kufal. Iheanacho will jump up against Fabianski. But Fabianski wins it. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Tottenham are a goal up, but they have a corner down this left-hand side. Pedro Porro steps over to take it. but it's wasted away. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, Leeds, Scuba Culture there in the chat. You want Leeds to win? Well, they're losing. As it stands, they need Everton and Leicester to lose, and they need to try and win this game. But I can't see it happening. I'm telling you, Leeds are all over the place. I think there's more goals coming in. Everton, Bournemouth has the ball thread to Damari Gray with a shot over the pot. Everton nil, Bournemouth nil. More so wants Spurs to lose. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. How you doing, Scuba Culture? Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Final day of the Premier League. Today it is between Everton, Leicester, and Leeds United. Who stays up? As it stands, Everton are staying up. But let's go over to the Leicester West Ham game as Ilya Nacho wins the ball down the left hand side, but it's a free kick given. And it's West Ham who'll restart. Everton, Bournemouth. Everton have a corner down the left hand side, headed towards goal. But does the keeper stop it? Yes, it does. It goes out for a goal kick on the right side. Who has been your standout player, Scuba Culture, in the Premier League this season? Who's been the standout player? Is it Erling Haaland, Casemiro, Bukayo Saka, Saliba, Ramsdale? Has it been Harry Kane after what he's had to deal with over at Tottenham? Has it been Ollie Watkins over at Aston Villa? Bukayo Saka? You're going to give it Bukayo Saka? He's double digits for goals and assists, am I right? Haaland, of course, had a special season. You're right. He's had an absolutely blinder of a season. Can he get a couple of more goals today? That's the question. I wonder if he's playing today. So glad we locked him into a new deal. You've locked him into a new deal. You've locked Ramsdale into a new deal. You've locked a few players into a new deal. Let's go over to the Leicester game as it's a beautiful 1-2. And Leicester, it's Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes has scored here, ladies and gentlemen. Which means Leicester are in the driving seat in this day. In this final day of the Premier League. Leicester 1, West Ham 0. They've had their chances, Leicester. They've done their bit. It's a beautiful ball down the left-hand side. Harvey Barnes plays a 1-2 and is down to the track the run, and Harvey Barnes one-on-ones against the keeper, puts it into the back of the net, makes it 1-0. Leicester, ladies and gentlemen. Which means Leicester will be staying up in the Premier League. Nate Rees, Everton will get dumped and Newcastle will come third. How are we all doing? How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Leicester have got the goal, ladies and gentlemen, against Everton. And as it stands, Leicester are the ones who are staying up. You'll see that table update shortly. We will see tears today. We will see celebrations. We will see laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see it all today. Everton need to score now. It's as simple as that. Xhaka is having a good send-off. Yeah, Xhaka leaving at the end of the season. Is that making way for Declan Rice, Scuba Culture? What do you think? The only thing I will say, I honestly feel Declan Rice is favourite to join Arsenal. But Arsenal have a ceiling in terms of how much they can spend. They don't have the unlimited financial power that United, Manchester City, Chelsea, even foreign teams, the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, they could go for them. Let's go over to the Leicester game as Leicester have the pull down the left-hand side with Dewsbury Hall. Brings it central here. Into the middle, finds Samari. Into Madison. Madison, drive for shot. And it goes out for a goal kick on the right side. Let me know what you guys think of the Premier League this season. Let's talk this Premier League. What have you been happy about? What's the games that you remember the most? The players, the moments. What is it that you feel has been the best part of the Premier League this season. I'll be honest with you. The best part about the Premier League this season is the absolute chaos the World Cup caused. The absolute chaos, the World Cup in the middle of the Premier League was the best thing to happen to the Premier League. I don't think there was a better thing to happen to the Premier League this season than the World Cup. It caused players to change the way they play. It caused teams, managers to think differently. Players went into the World Cup on fine form, but they came out of it not performing the same. Hard not to think, what if so close? Scuba culture, I'll be honest with you. I honestly feel Arsenal bottled it. I know it's difficult. Oh wait, let's break away to the Leicester game as Maddison has the ball on the edge of the box here. Right foot shot is blocked and it goes into the keeper's hands, but it goes out for a corner on that left-hand side. And everyone's favourite thing to complain about too many games, 100% Nate. As football fans, I'm telling you, when it comes down to it, we don't give a shit how many games there are in the season. We do not give a shit. It's as simple as that. We couldn't care less. Let's go to the Everton Bournemouth game on that right side as Tarkowski can't keep it out of play. Goes out for a corner. As Leicester have a free corner on this left hand side. Taken short by Tillemans. Right foot into the box. Headed away. It's going to come out to James Maddison on the right side. Can he keep it alive? Into Ilya Nacho. Is this going to be James Maddison? How many players do you think are we going to see move from the teams that are on show today? Harry Kane, Rice, James Maddison, Harvey Barnes, possibly. You look at Everton players, Damari Gray, maybe. Is there anyone at Leeds? Ball point to the box from the corner for Leeds. It's over the top and it's tipped over by the keeper. James Maddison on the ball on the right side in the Leicester game. Leicester have their the Foxes, should I say, have their tails up. Let's go to the Everton Bournemouth game as Bournemouth have a corner down that right side. Everton have had their chances to score, ladies and gentlemen, but they just haven't do it. Do you know Son? No, I don't know Son. As in personally, I know the player Son. How you doing, my brother? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Ball point on the edge of the box is shot, but it goes out to the right side. Claims for a handball, nothing given. Ball point to the box is going to fall to a Bournemouth player. Goes on his right foot, takes a shot. Oh, it's just wide. It's just wide, ladies and gentlemen. It's just wide. Harry ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't leave easy street either. I'm saying Harry Kane, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Ball point over the top in the Leicester game to Ilya Nacho on that left-hand side. He goes backwards to Harvey Barnes. Tillemans over the top towards Maddison. Ilya Nacho is there. Can he get there? Head of the defender. No, he can't. It goes out. He's accepted his fate. He only has to go one season to a big club. Go to Real Madrid. Play, cover for Benzema. Go to Barcelona. Pay cover to Lewandowski. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Leeds have the ball on the right side. Left foot into the box by Forshaw. Heading towards goal. It's just wide. Maddison brought by downs, but the referee keeps the game alive. Antonio holding the ball up against Castagna. Gets away from Samari. Declan Rice into the path of downs. He turns the ball out to the right side towards Kufal. Kufal now bring the ball forward, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here. Everton nil, Bournemouth nil. As it stands, ladies and gentlemen, Leicester, the team staying up in the Premier League. Everton need a goal. Everton need a goal. They've got football. They've got chances, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Tottenham have the ball on the right side with Pedro Porro. Let's go back over to the Everton Bournemouth game as Abdullah Doucouré finds Onana bringing the ball forward. Takes a shot from distance, but it's wide. And it goes out for a goal kick. Let's break over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Leeds have the ball in their own half. Trying to play out. They're struggling here. It would be mad if Pickford gets relegated and a team bids for him just to keep him England. Seb, even though I still feel Danny Gareth will come for him in the Championship. If Pickford goes to the Championship, I'm sorry, Ramsdale's on number one. I think Ramsdale should be on number one right now as Leeds play beautiful football to get away from the Tottenham press, but Basuma's there to win it back. Let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester have a free kick here, just in the middle of the West Ham half. It's central, so they can't shoot from here. Tielemans is going to take it here on this right-hand side. Tielemans waits to give the signal. Right foot into the box towards that back post. Headed away by Antonio. Johnny Evans will try and keep it alive here down that left-hand side. Against Barnes. Samari. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Dewsbury Hall. Let's go over to the Everton Bournemouth game as Iwobi whips a ball into the box. It's cleared away. It's going to fall to Damari Gray. His shot is blocked. Claims for a handball. Nothing given. Pope will always be my number one. You know what? Pope deserves a good shout as well. But I just feel like Aaron Ramsdale is just... He has that presence at the back. He just has... For me, a keeper has that presence. Whether it's a calming presence, an aggressive presence, something that people will know. And I feel like Ramsdale gives you that. Pope definitely a close second. I can't see how Pickford is number one. The only reason you can give Pickford number one is purely because of what he does for England. He's not made a mistake for England yet. Let's go over to Everton Bournemouth game as Damari Gray has the ball out to the left side towards Dwight McNeil, bringing the ball forward here, one-on-one against the defender, left foot into the box, but it's overhit and it goes out for a goal kick. You need to do better than Dwight McNeil. Being relegated twice while Pope been saving Burnley for years, you're right. Pope has been saving Burnley. Let's go over to the Leicester game as Kylian Iheanacho finds Dewsbury Hall on the left-hand side. But Kufa's there to cover and it's cleared away. Can we go over to the Leeds Tottenham game as Son brings the ball forward but he loses the ball and Tottenham now break away here. Leeds break away on the centre circle. Ball point over the top here to the right side. Rodrigo will bust his gut to try and keep it in play. Everton managed to clear the ball away to Abdullah Doucouré on that left-hand side. Feeds the ball down the line towards Iwobi. Can he keep the ball under control? No, he can't. And Bournemouth managed to clear it away. Let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game as Johnny Evans puts a crunching talent into Fornals. But it falls to Cresswell. Benrahma on the ball. To Rice. Paqueta on the centre circle. To Fornals. Loses the ball. Paqueta wins it back, but it falls to Samari on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward against West Ham into the path of Iheanacho backwards to Tielemans. Tielemans into Maddison on the centre circle. He slows the game down. They don't need to go chasing. They don't need to go chasing. This is where experience comes into play. For Leicester, the likes of Maddison just to slow the games down. The like for Everton. Abdullah Doucouré, Onana just to compose themselves. Idrissa Gana Gueye in front of goal. This is where it comes to. Johnny Evans on the ball on this left-hand side. Goes all the way back to Everson. Everson into Fast. Backwards to Everson. He clears the ball high up top. Oh no, Bournemouth win the ball back on that right side with Brooks. Brooks into Solanke. Solanke's wide. And Pickford is absolutely fuming. Pickford is absolutely fuming. Why are you letting Bournemouth win the ball high up the pitch? You can't let Bournemouth win the ball high up the pitch like that. It's Tarkowski with a misplaced pass and it falls to Brooks bringing the ball forward into the pass and Solanke takes it out of his feet. But he can't get it on target. Let's go over to the Leicester game. As referee blows for half-time in that game, ladies and gentlemen, Leicester 1, Bournemouth 0. 45th minute played here against Everton and Bournemouth. 3 minutes of added time to play here. Ball whipped into the box by Bournemouth from the corner, but there's no one there. And Yerry Mina will just bring the ball under control here. Lays it into the path of Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré down the line, but it's intercepted by Bournemouth. Wasted pass by Everton. You need to be more composed when you have the ball. Bournemouth have the ball on this left-hand side with... Can't keep it in play. Goes out for a goal kick for Everton. Leeds have a long throw-in on the Shine side. Taken into the box. Headed on. Can they keep it out? Headed towards goal, but it's wide. Goes out for a goal kick. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Idrissa Gana Gueye tries to keep it alive, but it goes out for a Bournemouth throwing. How are we doing in the chat? How are we doing? Dwight McNeil into the path of Onana. Onana holds the ball up, goes out to that left-hand side. Against Iwobi. 1-on-1 against the defender. Right foot into the box towards Onana, but it's cleared away. Kelly with the interception. It goes out for a corner down that left-hand side. It would be a great time to score. Scuba Culture with the resubscription. I appreciate that, Scuba Culture. I've only just seen it. Here we go with Everton with a corner. Back post towards Tarkowski. Headed away. Can they keep it alive? Yes, they do with Patterson. Ball whips into the box. It's going to fall to Yerry Mina, but he couldn't get his shot off, and Bournemouth will come away. Patterson wins the ball. Sorry, Ghana wins the ball back. He won't be on the edge of the box on the Shine side. Backwards to Idrissa Gana Gueye, switches it out to that left-hand side. Abdoulaye Doucouré brings the ball under control here. Ball into the box. Oh, and he's punched away. Iwobi keeps it alive. Takes a shot by Ghana. Punched away by the keeper again for another corner on this left-hand side for Everton. Keeper does well first against Yerry Mina, and he does a second one against Ghana. Brilliant. Brilliant by the keeper in that game. Everton with a corner on the 48th minute. Probably the last kick of the half. Yerry Mina goes down, claiming for a penalty. He ain't getting nothing there. He ain't getting nothing there. He is not getting anything there. And it's half-time in the Leeds Tottenham game and the Everton-Bournemouth game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 0-0 in the Everton-Bournemouth game. 1-0 Leicester-West Ham. 1-0 Tottenham Leeds, which means Leicester, the team who are staying up as it stands. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Adam. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. And I feel like the Leeds Tottenham game, ladies and gentlemen, it's a mute game. Leeds nil, Tottenham 1. And as I say that, Pedro Porro gets the ball in behind you on the right side, takes a shot, and he scores and makes it 2-0. And as we were just talking about this Leeds and Tottenham game, Leeds don't have a chance in hell. The only way Leeds are going to progress through and stay in the Premier League is if Tottenham just do a Spurs. We all know Tottenham can score 3, but the question is, are Leicester and Everton going to concede as West Ham have the ball? But what is going on at Leeds? You have to try and draw out as much as you can in this game. And you conceded earlier on in the first half. You've conceded earlier on in the second half. Sam Allardyce maybe needs to rethink his Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp comments. Because with 4 games to go, you done absolute shite at Leeds. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Everton with the ball on their right side. Ball whipped in, claims for a handball. Nothing given, and it goes all the way back to Pickford. Let's go to Leicester-West Ham game as West Ham have the ball. Ball point to the box, headed away by Johnny Evans. Iwobi with the ball into the box towards Decore, headed away, claims for a handball. And Wag McNeil there with a header, and he's cleared out for a corner. Everton nil, Bournemouth nil. Everton with another opportunity there. Let's go to the West Ham Leicester game as West Ham have the ball down the left hand side with a corner. Can they get themselves back into this game? Left foot into the box, headed away. Downs will try and keep it alive. Let's go back over to the Everton Bournemouth game. Yerry Mina can't win the header. Can Tamari Gray get there ahead of the defender? No, he can't. And Bournemouth will just clear it out. West Ham win the ball, hype the pitch against Leicester here on the shine side. Goes into the middle, Declan Rice. Declan Rice bringing it forward out to the left-hand side towards Cresswell. Ben Rama goes down the outside of Dewsbury Hall. Ball points to the box, but it comes off the defender. Dewsbury Hall into Madison. Madison brings the ball under control. Will try and bring the ball down, and he keeps it on side here. And he does well to shrug off the player. Threads it into the path of Tillemans. Tillemans down the line towards Kilachi Ilianacho. But he can't get there ahead of again, and it's a free kick. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? 52 minutes played. Declan Rice on the halfway line. Out to the side towards Pablo Fornals. West Ham have definitely turned it up against West Ham in the second half. Kufal bringing the ball central. Backwards to Rice. Rice goes out to the side towards Fornals. Into the path of Kufal. Ball points to the box. It's blocked. Can Fornals get there ahead of the defender? No, he can't. Leicester managed to play it out of their own half. Oh, beautiful passage of play by Leicester between Dewsbury Hall, Harvey Barnes, and the defender Castagna, and they managed to break away. James Madison on the centre circle gets away from the referee into the path of Dewsbury Hall, bringing it forward. Ilia Nacho is ahead of him. Harvey Barnes is behind him, and he just runs out of place. He's looking for the pass. Where's the option? Bournemouth win the ball against Garner. Out to the shine side. Bournemouth nil, Everton nil. It falls to Brooks. Ball point to the box. And it's cleared away for a Bournemouth corner down that left-hand side. We'll wait for the Bournemouth corner, but West Ham have the ball on the halfway line with Ben Rama. Backwards to Cresswell. Cresswell holds on to it. West Ham building slowly here. Ben Rama on that left-hand side. Gives an opportunity to break away to the Everton-Bournemouth game. Everton nil, Bournemouth nil. Bournemouth have a corner down the left-hand side. They've had a bare opportunities in the second half, but they've not managed to take any. It's a wasted corner. Christie goes back to the corner, take on that left-hand side. 1-on-1 against the defender. Ball points to the box, headed away. And it's headed on, but Bournemouth win the ball again, high up the pitch on the left hand side, thread it in behind towards Christie. Can I get ahead of Damari Gray? He can't. And he goes out for another corner on the left hand side. Always like Brighton. Me, come on, lads, triple legs. Big Ricky, how you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Everton 0, Bournemouth 1, Leicester 1, West Ham 0, Leeds 0, Tottenham 2. As it stands, Leicester are the team going through, ladies and gentlemen, next season. But it's in Everton's hands. It is in Everton's hands. Pickford to restart the game in Everton here. In the Everton game against Bournemouth. Yerry Mina, last game for Everton. Can he do something? No, he can't because he gives the ball away. But Everton win the free kick on the right side. How are we all doing in the chat? Brooks has gone down in the centre circle here. Let's go over to the West Ham Leicester game. West Ham have a corner. They've definitely turned it up in the second half. Ball whips in towards the back post. But Everson is there to gather it. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Son has the ball. Can he counter here? No, he can't. Leeds with it back on the centre circle with Ayling. Goes out to that right hand side. Bringing the ball for right foot into the box, but it's blocked. It's going to fall to Ayling on the edge of the box here. Right foot shot blocked. How are we doing? I don't know how I feel about no Europe. Alex, you know what? It might be what you guys need. Honestly, it might be what you guys need. The reset, no Europe. Look at Arsenal, no Europe. Oh, sorry, Newcastle. No Europe. They've got a good manager in. They've got a good few players in. And they've just played their way into the Premier League top four. Let's look at Harvey Barnes here, 1-1. They are 1-0 up here. Can they cement themselves here backwards to Dewsbury Hall? Into the path of Thomas. Thomas bringing the ball forward to the edge of the box here. Into the path of Harvey Barnes. Takes it out of his feet. Lays it into the path of Madison. Backwards to Tillemans. Tillemans. Back to Madison. Ilianacho ahead of him, but he goes backwards to Samari. Let's go over to the Everton game as Decore with a shot. Decore with an absolute screamer. Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. Ladies and gentlemen, Abdoulaye Decore. The Goodison Park comes alive. Is this the lifesaver for Everton? This stadium, Goodison Park, has just erupted, ladies and gentlemen. It is bouncing. One of the longest serving Premier League teams has just come alive. It's a long ball over the top. I don't know if it's Onana that keeps it alive. He heads it down, and Abdoulaye Decore puts his foot right behind it. Goes past everyone into the back of the net and makes it 1-0 Everton. And Everton are staying in the Premier League. On goal difference. 23 Everton, 36 points. Wow. I love this energy. Keep it up, Triple X, Big Ricky. I'm telling you, the Leeds and Tottenham game is a mute game. It's purely between Everton, Bournemouth, and Leicester, West Ham, as West Ham have the ball with Antonio. It's round of 4 now, goes out to Ben Rama. 1-1 against Castagna. He holds off. Shaw hits the post. Hits the post by Ben Rama. Antonio will try and keep it alive. He goes down in the box, claiming for a penalty. Nothing given. We need the same energy for Brighton. I've only got the relegation teams here in front of me. I haven't got anything. I've got Everton, Bournemouth, Leicester, West Ham, and Leeds, Tottenham here. Wow. We got a Conference League charge, I hope. Wow. Leicester need to hope Bournemouth gets something against Everton. Goodison Park singing away, ladies and gentlemen. This is the loudest it's been all season. I've got the same energy when I first came in here when we qualified for the UECL. You're right there, Triple X. Let's go with Bournemouth on the ball. They've had their moments though, Bournemouth. Can they create something? Ball points in the box to Christie. Christie 1-on-1 against the defender. Tries to get on the end of the pass. But it's an Everton free kick on the Shrine side. How are we all doing in the chat? Fireworks going off at Goodison Park here. 60th minute, ladies and gentlemen. In the Leeds Tottenham game, as Leeds have the ball here. Shot towards goal is blocked. Tillemans to take the free kick on the 60th minute here on this left-hand side. Leicester 1, West Ham 0. Yuri Tillemans to take the free kick. How fast with the header! Leicester made it 2-0. It only helps their goal difference, but it gives them they cement themselves in this game. Leicester 2, West Ham 0. And Van Vaas, who is normally known for scoring own goals, finally scores a goal in the opposite goal and makes it 2-0. They just gotta hope Bournemouth can get something against Everton, because Leicester are doing their bit against West Ham. Leicester are doing their bit against West Ham, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester 2, West Ham 0, Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. It's up to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are the team that are going to decide who stays and who goes home. It's up to Bournemouth who stays up. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing? Are we ready? Harvey Barnes holds the ball up on the Shine side. Trying to bring it central into Tillemans. Into Rafa Castagna. Goes backwards to Evans. Leeds have the ball here on the Shine side. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if there's any team that can help Leeds get themselves back into this, it's Tottenham Hotspurs. Kiefer Moore is coming on for Bournemouth, ladies and gentlemen. Cracker of a goal for Everton. You're right, Scuba Culture. What a way for Abdoulaye Doucouré to get on the score sheet. But they're still precarious for Everton. They need to hope Bournemouth don't equalise. Because Leicester have scored 2 against West Ham. Thomas goes backwards to Evans. Evans into Tillemans. You look at those 2 games for Leicester when Brendan Rodgers was sacked. Could they have got a point in one of those games to give themselves something to work with? Maddison into Tillemans. Out wide towards Samari, Castagna, Madison. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Bournemouth have the ball in the box, but Everton win it back and they clear it down the line. Damari Gray brought down, but the game carries on. It goes out for a throwing. Let's look over to the Leicester-West Ham game as Leicester whip the ball into the box, but it's headed away. He's going to fall to Downs here on the edge of the box, and he sets up Jared Bowen here. One-on-one against Johnny Evans, who absolutely clatters him, and it's going to be a free kick. So it's going to be Christie who comes off for Kiefer Moore on the 64th minute in that game. Solanke and Kiefer Moore up top for Bournemouth. They need to put their chances away. That's what Everton and Bournemouth have been about. Dwight McNeil holds onto it. Into Matthew Iwobi. Iwobi bringing his central here. Into Abdullah Dakore. Onana. Onana goes out wide towards Garner. Whipped into the box towards the back post, but there's no one there. And it goes out for a goal kick for Bournemouth. Let's head over to the Leicester-Bournemouth West Ham game. As Leicester break away here with Yuri Tillemans. Brought down. Free kick, Leicester. 65th minute played. Let's go away, break away to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Everton put the ball into the box, but it's no one there. And Bournemouth will come away with it here on the left side. Can they counter here? Kiefer Moore goes backwards. They know Everton that they have to get the second goal in that game because West Ham are 2 goals up against Leicester are 2 goals up against West Ham. But they can't afford to concede. They cannot afford to push too many men forward and concede their shape. Bournemouth on the halfway line. Into the middle. Switches it out to the right side. Goes all the way back to the centre circle. Do you get MLS games that side of the pond? Reason I ask is, will you see me look like after today? Do you know what, Scuba Culture? I have no idea if we get American games. I know that we've got obviously the FA Cup and the FA Cup and the Champions League final. I might do just once a week streams in the UK, just with transfer windows. We still got stuff to talk about. Transfer football, United sale, Everton sale possibly. Teams coming up, teams coming down. The Premier League review. Review. Should I say? So we'll have a look. But I'll see if we get MLS games. I can always do MLS games. There's no problem with that. 67th minute played here in the Everton-Bournemouth game. Senesi gets a yellow card there. As Madison wins the ball back here in the Leicester game. Driving on the edge of the box here against the keeper, but he couldn't get his power off. And it goes out into the hands of the keeper on this left-hand side. The Leeds fans, I think they've going to be a great off-season. Scuba Culture. I know for a fact that this is a season where I wanted to see what Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming was like. Now I'm going to start uploading to YouTube as well. As the ball points to the box for West Ham. Jared Bowen with a shot. He's saved by the keeper. Into the path. Oh, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar by Danny Ings. It's over the bar by Danny Ings. Let's go over to the Leeds and Tottenham game. Tottenham at 2-0 up here. Surely Leeds don't have it in them to do anything in this game. Let's see what they do. The ball's playing over the top by the throwing. It's going to come to Rodrigo on the edge of the box. Into Raza Harrison. 1-on-1 against the defender. Goes around the outside. Takes a shot. And Harrison has made it 2-1. Harrison has made it 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds have the slightest hope to stay in the Premier League. They need results to go their way. But as it stands, they have given themselves something to work with. They've given themselves something to work with. Oh, there's a breakout. There's a fight going on here. Let's go over to Dewsbury Hall. It's a middle. Finds Harvey Barnes with a shot. It's going to fall to Madison, but he couldn't get it on target. There's a fight going on between Everton and Bournemouth here on the box. Pickford's on the ground. Kiefer Moore's holding himself. We'll wait to see what's happening over the Everton Bournemouth game. Let's go back to the West Ham Leicester. Ball points in the box, but Johnny Evans there with the clearance. And Leicester clear it away, but West Ham win the ball high up the pitch with Downs out to their right side. Let's go back over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Leeds have got 1 goal. Can they get 2? Like I said, they're playing the best team to score 3 against Tottenham Hotspurs. Oh, wait, it just came up. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Leeds don't have a chance in hell, but that still means they have a slight chance. But if they're playing against Tottenham, if any team they can score 3 goals against, it's going to be Tottenham Hotspurs. Let's see what they can do here. I'm still waiting to figure out what happened between this Everton Bournemouth kickoff on the box, but let's wait and see. Let's go over to the Leeds Tottenham game. It's a ball point over the top, headed away by Leeds into the path of Basuma out to the right side. Pedro Porro into the path of Harry Kane on the edge of the box. 1-1 against the keeper, and he makes it 3-1. He makes it 3-1. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Leeds are done. Leeds are done. I'm sorry, you had your moment 2-1. That gave you 1 in a billion chance that you may stay in the Premier League if results went your way. But you ain't going to do that if you let Harry Kane 1-on-1 against your keeper. You are not doing that if you have Harry Kane 1-on-1 against your keeper. 280 goals in 450 appearances for Tottenham. Harry Kane. Is this the last time we see Harry Kane in a Tottenham shirt? If it is, where do you think he's going to end up? Does he go to cover Benzema at Real Madrid? Does he go to Bayern Munich? Does he come in Robert Lewandowski at Barcelona? Does he go to Manchester United? Where does he go? What do you guys think? Or do Man City come in for him? And Pep Guardiola makes him one of the best central attacking midfielders we have ever seen. What do you guys think? Scuba Culture 1 can only hope so. I do think he should go outside the Prem. Scuba Culture. Yerry Mina snuggling to Solanke there. We're still waiting for the Everton Bournemouth game to restart here. Kufal on the ball on the right side. Backwards to Downs. Looks like the Leeds players are going home, ladies and gentlemen. The Leeds players are going home. Rice holds onto the ball here. Into the finds Downs. Downs 1-1 against the defender. Into the path of Ings out wide towards Kufal. Kufal 1-1 against the defender. Puts the ball in back post towards Ben Rama. Heads it down. It's going to fall to Danny Ings. But it's cleared away. Pickford struggling still here. Pickford still struggling here. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? What we thought of the Premier League this season, let me know. Let me know what you have thought about the Premier League this season. Pickford back up on his feet here. West Ham fans celebrating that Leicester may be winning, but they're going down as it stands. Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. Harvey Barnes to Samari. Tillemans into the path of Wout Fast. Bringing the ball forward here for Leicester. Let's actually get rid of this game. The Leeds Tottenham one. I'm done with that one. I'm done with that one. I'm just going to be watching the Bournemouth Everton game. How are we all doing in the chat, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go to James Maddison on the edge of the box here. Takes a shot. Oh, and it's just wide. It's just wide, ladies and gentlemen. It's just wide. Decore keeps it alive here. Jamie Vardy coming on here for Leicester. That's probably his last time. We'll see him in a Leicester shirt. Kelechi Iheanacho coming on. And then an Arsenal most disappointing team. Southampton have been disappointing. Tottenham have been disappointing. I would say Southampton disappointing, Leicester disappointing. What do you guys think? Who's been the most disappointing for you guys? Everton have been shocking this season. You consider the amount of experience they have in their team. Consider the amount of experience they have in their team. Oh, Cornet's come on for West Ham. Bournemouth had the ball down the left-hand side. I feel like the Bournemouth-Everton game is the one to watch now, guys. I know Leicester are 2-0 up against West Ham. Leicester have a corner down that right side. Ball whips into the box, headed away by Cornet. And Bowens with the clearance. Bournemouth have the ball on this left-hand side. One goal for Bournemouth changes the whole scope at this end of the Premier League. Ball whips in over the top. Straight into the hands of Pickford. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is the Premier League running as West Ham. Let's break away to the West Ham Leicester game. West Ham have the ball with Danny Ings on one on the keeper. Oh, and he's made it 2-1. Pablo Fornals makes it 2-1 here for West Ham. Is it a late consolation? Oh, West Ham are going to be the ones to help Everton today. Pablo Fornals gets on the score sheet. It's still Leicester 2, Tottenham 1. Because it's Thomas who gives the ball away to Danny Ings over the top towards Fornals down the left-hand side. He's on his own. 1-on-1 against Fast. He cuts in on the drive for, takes a shot. It comes off the post into the back of the net. It's 2-1 Leicester. But Leicester need to hold on if they want Bournemouth to give them something to work with. Let's go over to the Bournemouth-Everton game as Bournemouth feed the ball over the top towards Solanke, but it's headed away. Bournemouth win it back on the edge of the box here. Out to the left-hand side. Kelly. Lerma goes backwards. Goes out to that left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward, but it goes out for a Bournemouth throwing. Bournemouth have the ball on the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward here, into the box, 1-on-1 against him. Oh, one is cleared away. But Bournemouth have brought down, game carries on here, advantage, give it to Abdullah Dagore and Anana, driving with the ball here, it's 4-on-4, goes out to the right side towards Damari Gray, 1-on-1 against the defender, cuts in on his right foot, back in on his left, back in on his right, but it goes out for a goal kick. Do you think Rice is a fit for Arsenal? I'll be honest with you, Declan Rice will be a fit for any team that he goes to. He will be a fit for any team that he goes to. The question is, where does he go? Does he go to Arsenal? Does he go to Manchester United? Does he go to City? For all we know, we could see City. Does he go abroad like a Harry Kane? Where does he end up? But he'd be a great fit for Arsenal. Let's go over to the Bournemouth-Everton game. Bournemouth have the ball on this left-hand side. 79 minutes. 79 minutes. 11 minutes. And they have Premier League football next season. Very nice. Bournemouth with a ball over the top. Flicked on by Kiefer Moore. And is cleared away by Everton on the 80th minute. Garner's played brilliantly for Everton today. City shouldn't be allowed to sign anyone, any more people. You know what? City would sign Harry Kane and make him the best central attacking midfield in the world. He'll no longer be a striker at City. Him and Kevin De Bruyne with Haaland. Oof. 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 Dangerous. As Everton win the ball back with Iwobi in his own box, and he's driving with the ball down the left-hand side. He gets himself into the Bournemouth box. Half. Ball point over the top, but there's no one there for Everton. And it goes out for a Bournemouth throwing. That would be ridiculous. Look, send Riyad Mahrez the other way. Harry Kane, Riyad Mahrez, and who else is there? Calvin Phillips. Here, have them both. Have them both and give us Harry Kane. Everton 1, Bournemouth 0, Leicester 2, West Ham 1 as it stands. Everton are the team to stay up, ladies and gentlemen. Bournemouth have the ball here on the halfway line. Switches the ball out to the shine side, over the top, headed away, but it's going to fall to a Bournemouth player. Heads it into Matthew Solanke, but it's cleared away by Decore. And Everton are holding on in the last 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Everton are holding on, ladies and gentlemen. Bournemouth now on the halfway line, bringing it forward. Everton, every single player is behind the ball. Dominic Solanke out to the shine side. We've got West Ham breaking away as well on that left-hand side. The last thing Leicester want to do is concede again. Kone with a shot wide. And Bournemouth with a shot wide as well. They need to hold on, Leicester. They need to hold on, Leicester. Everton need to get a second. Question is, who is it that gets it, ladies and gentlemen? Eight minutes to go. There's going to be quite a lot of added time in the Everton-Bournemouth game after that scuffle on the 6-yard box. West Ham have the ball here on this left-hand side with a long ball over the top. Dewsbury Hall can't get there. It's going to fall to Kufal. He goes backwards to Declan Rice. Into the middle, finds Bowen. Rice. Right foot over the top to that left-hand side towards Kone, but Everson's there to gather it in his hands. And he'll just run the clock down here. 83rd minute. Bournemouth on the ball on this left-hand side. Trying to play out of their own half here with Anthony. Zabani all the way back to the keeper who clears it down the line. Kiefer Moore does well on the centre circle to hold it onto the ball. Into Rathan Lerma. Out to that left-hand side. Great defending there. But Bournemouth win it back on the halfway line. Everton can't keep hold of the ball here. Bournemouth driving with the ball. Lerma. Backwards. Senesi goes out to that left-hand side. Bournemouth feel as though they can get something with the way they play, but it's intercepted there by Idrissa Gana Gueye. But Bournemouth win the ball back again here. Zabani out to the shine side. Right foot into the box towards the edge. Is brought down. Someone's brought down. Claims for a penalty. Nothing given. The game will carry on for Bournemouth here. 84th minute. Ball switched over the top there. Headed away by Yerry Mina. Idrissa Gana Gay brings the ball under control, but he's brought down. Game carries on with Abdoulaye Doucouré. Driver with the ball. Out to the left-hand side finds Iwobi. He's got, I think it's Dwight McNeil alongside him, but he holds on to the ball. He will be 1-1 against the defender. Gets himself into Rock's right foot. Shot, but it's curled wide. And it's a corner here for Everton on that right side of the pitch. Let's get over to the Leicester West Ham game as West Ham have a free kick on this left-hand side of the pitch. Leicester need to try and hold on here. Bournemouth are nearly going to get an equaliser, but we'll have to wait and see. West Ham with a ball into the box. Headed away by Fast. Goes out for a corner as Everton make a substitution. And Damari Gray is going to be coming off here. Damari Gray comes off for Ellis Sims. As it stands, ladies and gentlemen, Everton are the team to go up. As West Ham have a corner down the right side. Jared Bourne wins the ball into the box. Headed on by Cornet. But it's going to fall to Fornals. Headed away by Madison. And he brings the ball under control into the path of Harvey Barnes over the top towards Vardy. But he comes off Declan Rice. And it goes all the way back. West Ham will restart. Fornals on the halfway line. Ellis Sims coming on for Damari Gray in the Everton-Bournemouth game. But let's go over to the Leicester-West Ham game as Jared Bourne has the ball on the right side. Goes backwards towards Fornals. Into the middle there. Finds Declan Rice. Out wide towards Danny Ings. Switches it over the top. Out to the left-hand side towards Cresswell. Backwards to Agad. Comes to the middle here. Towards Kera. Leicester win the ball back with Tillemans, but let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game as Everton have a corner down this left-hand side. Can they double their lead and make it easier for them? Garner comes over, who's been brilliant today, slotting into defence when needed. And that is nowhere near the corner, Garner. I don't know how you're getting away with that, but he is. Garner, right foot into the box, towards the near post, headed away. They'll keep it alive. Out to the left-hand side is Garner again. Lays it into the middle towards Dwight McNeil. Takes it out of his feet, left foot into the box. What a beautiful ball! And he's headed over for a goal kick. 88th minute in the Leicester-West Ham game. 87th in the Everton-Bournemouth. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Are we ready for these final couple of minutes? Bournemouth to restart here. Bournemouth now have the ball here on this left-hand side. Everton need to hold on. They're struggling to get that second goal. It was a moment of brilliance to get that first one. But let's see what they can do here. Everton with the ball on that left-hand side. Leicester have done all they can with a minute to go plus added time in that game. There's going to be substantial added time in this game as Bournemouth have the ball on the halfway line. Goes out to the right side. Central. To the centre circle. Anthony does well. Left foot over the top into the box towards Kiefer Moore. Headed away by Tarkovsky. And Idrissa Gana Gay brings the ball under control. Out to the left-hand side towards Iwobi. Iwobi against Anthony. He holds the ball up on the halfway line. Gets away from him. Ellis Sims is in the middle, but Iwobi does well to hold on to the ball. You don't need to rush for the second, Everton. But you do need to hold possession of the ball as the ball comes out to the right side towards Ghana. Backwards to Yerry Mina. Out to that right side towards Ghana again. And it comes off the Bournemouth man and it goes out for a throwing on the right side. Leicester fans will be praying that Bournemouth managed to get a result against Everton because they've done their bit. Leicester, they're 2-1 up here. Everton with a throwing here. We're still waiting for the Leicester West Ham game to restart. Ball point over the top. Kiefer Moore can't get their header. Yerry Mina, Conor Cody with the header. Rita Kore is there. But Bournemouth win it back. 6 minutes of added time in that game. There's going to be about 10 in this one. Let's see what happens with the ball out to the left side. Garner with the clearance away. And he's holding. He's not walking well there, Garner. 89th minute. As the Bournemouth players brought down, free kick Bournemouth on that left hand side of the pitch. Do you guys want Leicester to go down, or do you want Everton to go down? Because as it stands, Leeds have gone down. We don't even care about them now. Bournemouth have a free kick on this left hand side of the pitch. 90th minute played there. How many? 10 minutes of added time. I knew it. 10 minutes of added time. 6 in the Leicester West Ham game. 10 in the Everton Bournemouth game. Bournemouth with a free kick. Headed away near post. And it goes out for a Bournemouth throwing on that left hand side. 90th minute, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing in the chat? Where are we from and who do we support? Are we Everton fans? Are we Bournemouth fans? Are we Leicester fans? West Ham fans? Manchester United fans? Let me know in the chat. It doesn't matter where you're from or who do you support. If you watch the international sport on this planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform for you. Everton are a goal up against Bournemouth. Leicester 2 goals up against West Ham. 2-1 up against West Ham. As it stands, Leicester are the team joining Leeds and Southampton in the championship. But if Bournemouth get a goal, can I get my phone? It's in that charger. But Bournemouth win the ball back and it falls out to the left side. But the offside flag has gone up. The offside flag has gone up. Thanks. Just take that chicken from the fridge with you so they can at least start. I'll make my own way. It's alright. Alright. Do you want to just wait a couple of minutes? There's only like 6 minutes left. Yeah. I'll do that after I come back in the evening. Here we go with West Ham on the ball on this left-hand side. Leicester need to hold on for another couple of minutes, and they've done their bit. But Everton won, Bournemouth 0. Declan Rice into Jared Bowen, goes all the way back to Kera. Cresswell into corner, turns away from the player, 1-on-1 against Tillmans, manages to find the pass to Ings, out to that left hand side, returns it back to Ings, gets himself into the box, backwards to Fornals with a shot, and it's over the bar. Another opportunity for West Ham to equalise, not taken. But let's go over to the Bournemouth-Everton game, as Bournemouth have the ball in their own half. 4-4 in the Southampton-Liverpool game? Wow. Kelly. Intercepted by Idrissa Gana Gueye, and it falls to Yerry Mina. Out wide. Towards Onana, who gets away from the defender, and he drives with the ball on that right side, and he's going to win the free kick. No, referee's not giving it. Bournemouth come away with the ball on the 93rd minute here. There's 10 minutes of added time in that game, 6 in this one. We've only got 2 minutes left of this one. We've got 8 of this one, ladies and gentlemen. 8 on this one. I'm going to change the channels because this one is more interesting. Everton. Bournemouth with the ball over the top, but Pickford's there to gather it in his hands. With 6 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. What's added time on Brighton? No idea, mate. No idea. I've got the Leicester-West Ham game and the Everton-Bournemouth game here. I couldn't tell you the Brighton one. Let's go over to the Everton-Bournemouth game. How are we all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? As Bournemouth win a free kick on the left-hand side of the pitch on the 94th minute. 94th minute in the Leicester Everton West Ham game as well, as West Ham have the ball on the left-hand side, but they can't get away. Bournemouth with a free kick here. Long ball out to the side towards Kiefer Moore. He wins the header, but there's no one there alongside him. Can Bournemouth keep it alive? No, they can't, because Dwight McNeil wins the ball back here for Everton. Driving the ball out to the left-hand side towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. Is there another ball on the pitch? There was another ball on the pitch, but nothing happened. Referee didn't stop the game. Oof, you just missed a great save point from Pickford. I saw it. I switched it. I just saw the replay. 95th minute in the Leicester West Ham game, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester are doing their bit. They're holding on, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester are holding on. Kera whips the ball out to the left side towards corner, headed away. Free kick, Leicester, as Everton have a corner down the left-hand side. With 4 minutes to go. Onana, Idrissa Gana Gueye on the ball. Goes into the middle towards Cody. Over the top there, headed away by Bournemouth. And it's threaded down the line. Kiefer Moore does well to hold on to the ball here for Bournemouth in his own half. And it's finished. Leicester 2, West Ham nil. Ladies and gentlemen, Leicester have done their bit. Now it's up to Bournemouth. Can Bournemouth help Everton? Kiefer Moore brings a play down. With 4 minutes, 3.5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Leicester have done their bit. They've got the win against West Ham. The question is, can Bournemouth get a result against Everton? It's finished 4-1. Tottenham, Leeds. Wow, Leeds are relegated. They're gone. See you later. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we all doing? Goes out for Everton, throwing on that right side with 2.5 to go. Surely we're not getting a last minute goal, are we, in this game? What did United finish? Did United lose? Did United lose? Or did they win? Let's see. Oh, United won 2-1. United won 2-1. Bruno Fernandes with the goal. Bournemouth break away on that left-hand side, but Tarkowski's there to hoof it out into row Z. And there's only 2 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Bournemouth have a throwing on that left-hand side. Taken quickly. Kelly. Oh, loses the ball to Onana. Goes out for an Everton throwing on that right side. How are we doing in the chat, guys? How are we doing? Not long to go. 1 minute for Everton. 1 minute for Everton. All the Leicester players surrounding. Ball point over the top. They win the header, Bournemouth. Kelly down the line. Anthony high up top. Kiefer Moore jumps up, headed away by Yerry Mina. Iwobi clears it down the line. Last minute of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Can Bournemouth get something, get one more chance in this game? Ball down the line. Headed away by Yerry Mina. Doucouré heads it on. Kelly high up, and it goes out for a throwing for Everton on that right side. With 30 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen, have Everton pulled it off? Sean Dyche is saying it's done. It don't look like it's done, mate. And the longer these Everton fans take, the more time is going to be added on. Garner to take the throwing here on that right side. Long throwing, 15 seconds left to go. You'll start to hear the whistles, ladies and gentlemen. Last chance for Bournemouth. Last chance for Bournemouth. But they don't look like they want to score. Thanks for a great season, Adam. I appreciate the kind words, Scuba Culture. Bournemouth clear the ball down the line, headed away by Yerry Mina. His last chance, last game for Everton, as Bournemouth win the ball back out to that left-hand side. Probably the last chance here. Anthony there. Intercepted by Idrissa Gana Gueye. Goes out for another Bournemouth throwing on that left-hand side. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished full time. And Everton have survived here. They've done it. Leicester did their bit against West Ham. But they couldn't do it without the help of Bournemouth, and as Goodison Park charge onto the field. The fans, the stewards are doing their bit to get the players out of there. But they've done their bit. Leicester have been relegated, ladies and gentlemen. Leicester joined Leeds and Southampton. You think about them 2 games when Brendan Rodgers wasn't there. Could they have got a point in that game? A point, 2 points in them games. Could they have got 3 points? Could they have got 6 points, 4 points? Could they have got anything in them 2 games? It came to the final day of the season, and it was Abdoulaye Doucouré who separated everyone. The ball's pointing over the top. I think it's Damari Gray or Nana. I can't remember who wins the header. It falls to Abdoulaye Doucouré with a right foot. Boom! Past everyone into the back of the net. If you're going to stay in the Premier League, there's one way to do it. And it's like that, ladies and gentlemen. What a brilliant end to the season. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you. Scuba Culture, Rower Evan, Triple X Big Ricky, my brother Sound. So many people came by for the whole season. And the season has ended, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to end the stream there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Follow me on my socials, Couch Sports Football, on Instagram and TikTok. So then you know when I go live. Couch Sports Adam on Twitter. So you know when I go live. And I will see you next time. Look after yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. In the great words of Mark Gotti from the Gabs and Jules podcast. Love yourself, love your neighbor, and love the game. Until next time, guys. Peace.